Hey, what's up guys? New video here. I want to show y'all my off the grid boat. I know y'all been asking for it for some time, and just ain't had much of a chance to get it, but here we are. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about what it used to look like, what it took to get it where it is today, and what it looks like now. You know, this is an old boat. You know, the name really doesn't matter. It's just you can take any boat and refurbish it. I mean, I absolutely gutted this boat, and you know, I brought it back to life. I need to get back in this place, and just so happened my uncle had this boat, and it was real narrow, and I needed to go through this place, and it ended up working out, and I've been fishing out of it ever since. So I've had a lot of fun out of it. I mean, I put a lot of work into it, and I've been working on it since I've had it, and I'm still not done. I'm tinkering with it all the time. There's so much you can do to these boats, and have so much pride in it. But you know, let's look at a couple pictures here. I have two that really show the boat before. As you can see, I'm standing up in one, and this is where I'm at a tournament, and this old doo-doo brown. I don't know why anybody even painted a boat this color, but it's probably the ugliest boat you ever saw. And but it got the job done. I mean, this boat, I've had a lot of fun out of it. I fish well out of it. You know, I have a lot of confidence fishing out of an aluminum boat, I guess because I grew up fishing out of a little John boat. But you know, I have a lot of confidence when I'm in it, and that's what it's all about. And it's having a confidence, you know, fishing your strength, doing what you like to do, and you know, whatever it takes to make that happen, that's what you need to do. But as you can see, another photo here, this is the interior of the carpet. It's so brown, it's all worn, it's nasty. The old brown seats, you can see that old motor on the back, and it's just real weathered, real old. And you know, as you can see here, I've brought this boat back to life. I mean, I got a brand new Mercury 4-stroke on it. A lot of people say, man, you take this boat back and this and that, and you know, you running it through them longs and through that shallow stuff, you messing it up, blah blah blah. Man, look, I built this boat. I brought this boat back to life. I don't just blatantly hit stuff. I don't just go out there and blatantly just run over and bow, hit the motor. Man, there's a right and wrong way to do things. You know, when y'all see that motor, me blowing that mud and this and that, that's just muddy water. You can't hurt that Mercury. That Mercury is durable, man, and if just because I'm pumping a little bit of dirty water through it ain't hurting the lick. This boat has never, that motor, this boat has never been in the shop. Okay, I've never broke anything major. You know, the stuff happens, but no, man. I mean, I brought this boat back to life, and you can do this with any kind of boat. You know, I'm not out of pocket a whole lot of money. I've done a lot of work myself, so it's just, I have a lot of pride in it. It's just something that I'm proud of, and you know, I couldn't have done it without my brother-in-law, though. You know, he jokes with me a lot, man. We're gonna extend that deck out, because we took this little old boat, had a little small front deck, and we extended it on back. And but anyway, I done a lot of the welding. I ripped it out. As you can see, here's another picture of me gutting it out, and you know, I got it down to the hull just about. You know, I didn't completely gut the whole thing, but a majority of it was gutted out. That moved the console. There wasn't a wire or hose left in that boat, and ripped all that old stuff out and started fresh. And as you can see in this next photo, this is me welding the square tubing for the aluminum tubing that to make the front deck, and then I ended up making the boxes and riveting the front deck down. And I just went through this whole boat, you know, made it real secure, did a lot of things to sure up the front deck, and did some things like I wanted. And we can start going through the boat. As you can see, I got a 36 volt trolling motor on it, the Garmin Force. Some people say, man, that's overkill. Well, you know, I like it. This thing is an absolute beast. I'm able to, this trolling motor is actually able to pull this boat over logs and through shallow spots, and it's just a tough trolling motor that can withstand anything, and fits well on here. So I got a special bracket here that I had made, heavy duty stuff, 1/4 inch aluminum, had welded on. This is where I tie my winch to when I'm winching into a place. It's all been reinforced and it's all sturdy. I got retractable rod straps on both sides. The front deck, the whole boat's done in hydro turf. Done it all myself, and it looks real nice. One of the front compartments here, that's enough room for all the tackle you want, especially in a little boat like this. Fishing shallow, you don't need a whole lot. And rod locker here, I can put 8-foot Abu Garcia rods in there, all the Berkeley baits I want. Come down here, we got some fine camo seats here. These seats been on here ever since I remodeled. I probably need to upgrade them a little bit. They some shore nutcrackers, I can tell you. Hydro turf all the way in the back. Got a compartment here. Put my frog togs, waders, winch, different things. Compartment for my co-angler. Put this tackle. Yeah, I got my Garmin depth finders. So we come on to the back here. Check out this Mercury 4-stroke. Got the Bob's machine jack plate, hydraulic jack plate on here. That's a must on an aluminum boat, going shallow back in places. You know, when I'm running through some shallow stuff I'm real unsure of, I can jack that thing up so I won't hit the bottom of the lake. But you know, one thing I've done is put a Bob's machine low water pickup, and you know, I changed out the lower units. What it is when I jack it up so high, these ports right here are not picking up the water. So I got another lower unit where I've had to plug these holes, and it's got a fitting where a hose comes out and it goes down to a bracket of the Bob's machine transom low water pickup. And I put that other lower unit on because when I jack this motor up so high, it's not picking up any water right here. So you have to pick it up from the transom from some other place. And it allows me to jack it up so high and still be able to run the boat and not have to worry about water pressure. So real crucial in that kind of situation. I'll change out the jack plates if I know I'm going really shallow, and allows me to run in really shallow water. But these pontoons I've had installed on the back, these are real important. Actually, it helps counteract the weight of the motor. The motor's a lot heavier than the motor that was on here, that old smoking motor. You know, I used to make fun of me when I go through boat check and stuff, and them opens up, thing wouldn't run, it wasn't idle. I had to choke it, and it was just a pain in the butt. Guys were getting pissed off at me probably, but end up getting a new motor. It's all good. Runs about 42 miles an hour now. But yeah, these pontoons on the back, it helps counteract the weight of this motor. Also, a couple things it does is when I'm running and I go to shut down in some shallow water, it won't shut down as hard. Them pontoons will hold it up. It won't sit down in the water as bad and hit bottom, which is real good. Also, when I'm taking off, when I'm blasting off, I'm able to get up on pad a lot quicker. You know, when that motor, when you take off, it pushes down, and when these pontoons keep it from pushing down as much, it stays up, and it's just almost a straight up on pad. So it really helps getting up in shallow water. You're able to get up in some shallow areas and run out of there. Very important. Also, while you're fishing, you know, it's leveling the boat out, it's getting the back end up out of the water, able to float a lot shallower and maneuver back in those places you need to get into. Another thing I added was this custom transducer bracket for my Garmin transducer. I did this just because I'm going over logs and rocks and stuff. I need something real heavy duty, but it also had to be lower than these pontoons in the back, so I could still use side imaging. It wouldn't hit that metal and not read. So it had to be lower than these, but not so low where it would catch. And as you can see, I put it right behind this rib, so as I'm running debris and if I go over a tree or a rock, it'll kind of just slide over it and slip over right easily. So it's been working so far, and of course those transducers are real tough and they can take a little beating, but yeah, this is the original trailer. I added these tie down buckles. They're real quick and easy. I added put another axle on the trailer. You know, I run this thing all over the country. I've been to Texas, up in Wisconsin, up on the La Crosse River. I pull this boat all over the country, going different places, different tournaments, and you know, I've had a lot of success out of it, and I have a lot of fun fishing out of it. But of course, I fish my off the grids with this boat, and man, I cut up with this thing, and you know, it's just a lot of fun. A couple more things. I'm gonna mention the hydraulic steering, smart craft gauges, all my switches for on and off for the pumps and different things. Here's where I plug up to charge my batteries. Got compartments underneath the seats. There's my co-anglers live well, real spacious. Also, here's my live well. I've had 20 pounds in there. It'll fit. It looks small, but I've had some weight in that thing. Got my Garmin depth finder mounted up right here. But man, this thing's real comfortable. Fishes well, goes way back in places, and man, I've caught a lot of fish out of it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. We got some more off the grid videos coming at you real soon.